YouTube, what's going on? It's your girl Telly. I am back again with another video for you guys. Welcome back. So we gotta get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 trailer that dropped. Okay, Love B. Scott was the first to put it out. Then I watched it again on the Bravo YouTube channel. Look, I don't care what anybody says. This season is gonna be good. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. This season is going to be good because they are mixing old with new. Okay, we have the cast from last season with we have Kandi, we have Sheree, we have Marlo, we have Kenya, we have Sanya, we have Drew, and we have Marietta. She's gonna be there as well, and we have this new lady, Courtney. So we also have Blast from the Past. Okay, Cynthia Bailey makes an appearance. Kim Zolciak, Don't Be Tardy for the Party, she is in there. We see Lisa Wu, and we see Deshawn Snow. So I'm like, and Deshawn looks amazing, by the way. She looks really, really good. Like, look, listen, the last I saw Eric Snow, he was not looking too good. But baby, Deshawn is snatched. And I'm happy to see her back on this show. So, yeah, we get a lot of mixing old with the new. And we see... Oh, we're also going to see Martell make an appearance. We already knew that was coming. Martell Holt from Love and Marriage Huntsville. He will be on. And, yeah. That trailer was a lot. It was about 3 minutes long, and there was a lot going on. So, we are going to see Kandi. Poor Kandi. Somebody go check on Kandi. Make sure Kandi alright, because Kandi was blowing, before I be blowing up on your ass, Kandi was blowing up on people left and right. And in one of the scenes, she was telling Marlo, she had started crying. She was getting so upset. Y'all know when Kandi get upset, she get to crying. And Marlo was like, don't you start that crying thing again. Oh, here you go with that. And Kandi was like, I'm crying right now because I want to choke your ass, but I can't. Or something like that, she said. And she was trying to walk away from that scene. So I don't know what Marlo said. I don't know what Marlo did. But Kandi said it herself. She said she was giving everybody the smoke because she had just come off of filming SWV and Escape. We already see the whole mess that is still continuing. Look, the hour by hour, Latasha went on Ricky Smiley this morning, Ricky Smiley radio show this morning, and was giving her side, and Debrat was trying to call her out, basically, and say, hey, look, I remember when we was kids, we was on tour, because what, Debrat to me, and it's like, it's good to have somebody like Debrat in your corner, because Debrat is like a silent ally, okay? She'll be there, and when you need her to speak up and step out, she'll do it. Because, baby, Latasha, don't forget now, So Def, Debrat and Escape was there from the jump. Okay? So, Debrat has a whole bunch of tea that we don't even know about. But she let Latasha know in that little 10-minute interview that, you know, I see you, and what you're doing is not right. It's like she was saying it without saying it, but she was calling Latasha to the carpet. And so shout out to Debrat. She cleared up that whole situation when Tamar got beat up in that elevator, allegedly. I'm gonna say alleged, but Debrat was there, and she dropped that tea too. So Debrat be in some places now. Debrat can tell you some things. I'm here for it. But anyway, yeah, Kandi is going through a lot with that show, so she's bucking up on everybody. She turning up. Okay, we see Sheree and Martell, and we're gonna see the scene a few months back, the Halloween party, apparently something went down there. And we see Kenya and Martell arguing in the clip. Well, Kenya going off on Martell, calling him shady or something like that. So, I don't know exactly what... Forgive me with this gum, you guys. Hold on. Let me just take it out because it's annoying and it's bothering me. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to pause this for a second. I'll be right back. Alright, you guys. Sorry about that. I'm back. So, we got Kenya going off on Martell about something. And it'll be interesting to see if while the Housewives of Atlanta is going on, if Melody or any of the other cast from Huntsville, Love and Marriage Huntsville, will be like directly commenting on what's going on the Housewives. That's what I really want to see. If Melody is gonna, be throwing some little comments here and there or what. We'll see. So then we have Marlo has apparently found love, perhaps, maybe, with some other dude who's also been in jail several times. He said he done been in jail a couple of times, and Marlo was like, oh, me too. Love connection, I guess. We'll see. And her, of course, with her nephews. Y'all remember last season she was like over her nephews. She put them out. So we'll see this season how their relationship, continues to pan out. If hopefully Marlo learned from that and will be able to just stick with it, and not as soon as things get tough, talk about, she can't do it. You can't just do your nephews like that. Who else? Oh my goodness. We see Sanya and Ross. I guess their biggest thing this season will be it looks like from the trailer, trying to separate. Because y'all know, it's Sanya, it's Ross, it's Sanya's sister and her husband. And they have, between them, I believe it's like 5 children. And then it's their parents, if I'm not mistaken, or either their parents if they don't stay with them, they stay close enough to them. But anyway, however it is too many people in the house for Ross, and Ross needs people to get them moving out. So it could just be him. Sanya, and the little boy and their son. So that's like their main thing. And it looks like Sanya gets upset in the trailer, but I can't really tell exactly for what. It's some event. She kind of like storms out of the room. And she was like, nah, I'm not doing this. I'm not with that. But I couldn't tell exactly for what. So, yeah. And of course, Drew. We see Drew and Ralph in therapy. The child... Ralph is laughing in the therapy. Drew is like, I don't have any more tears. And Ralph says some slick comment. Basically, was like, okay, well, bring on the divorce then, or something like that. And the counselor just sitting there, the therapist sitting there looking like, oh my goodness. And then they put the headlines up that say Ralph and Drew filing for divorce, everything that we saw play out in the news about 3 weeks ago. They get Drew in there in the confessional. Are you ready to talk about Ralph? She says, yeah. 2 seconds later, she starts crying. So it's like, oh my goodness. Poor Drew. Like, I feel bad. And Drew looked really good in that confessional, by the way. She looked really, really good. So yeah. It's gonna be tough to watch Drew go through that. But baby, y'all splitting, Ralph doing you a favor. Just do what you got to do for the children and go about. I'm sure Drew will find someone again, and that other partner will be much better, because ever since Ralph went to Tampa and we didn't know what he was going there for or what he was doing, that was rap. that was a wrap. Ever since that episode. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Who else? We see Kenya. It looks like Kenya is dating a white guy or something of that sort. We see him for a second, so I don't know if this is somebody like she was serious about, or just, you know, starting to get back out there. And she is going off on somebody. I presume it's Mark, because they didn't show him on the camera. That clip talking about, you can't see my kids, or you can't be around my kids. Something. Baby Kenya was upset. And we all know how Mark has been making things difficult to get that divorce finalized. Woo, that's a mess. But Kenya's still looking good. As a matter of fact, the pictures were released today as well. You know, the cast photos, the one where they're actually holding the peach, and the other one where it's kind of like a theme. So this year's theme was like, it's giving very 70s disco solid gold. The colors, you know, those colors, they makes that melanin pop. They was popping in those pictures. Everybody looked, I mean, I think everybody looked nice. Some people look better than others, but overall, I think it was a nice photo. So I think most people would say that Kenya looked the best. That Candy looked nice, but Candy had way too much hair. Drew also looked very good. Who else? Monyetta. I loved Monyetta's look. Yeah, I mean, they all look nice. I'm not even gonna lie. All of them look nice. Marlo looked nice. Everybody. The new girl, I think her name is Courtney. I'm not really sure like who she is, like what her, you know, her job is, like what she does for a living, what her claim to fame is. I don't really know. So we'll get to know her in this season coming up. And apparently she was arguing with Candy because Candy was going off on her. And I do remember Candy saying she was going to get into it with some of the newbies, one of the newbies. So that's the girl. So what in the world could she be coming at Candy for? I don't know. But we will see. And then we get, like I said, we get Lisa, we get Deshaun, we get Sheree, and we get Kim. They sitting at dinner, they chilling, they singing Tardy for the Party. They having a good time. It was really nice to see all of them back together. And some people are still saying bring Nene back. And I'm saying no, don't bring her back. Because Nene, you tried to sue Bravo. There's like no coming back from that. There's no coming back. And you should have really thought about that before you crossed that line. And at one point, Nene just became so bitter Betty that it's like, just go on. Just go, you know, hopefully you'll be back on TV, whatever, doing something else. But you can't come, like, Bravo would be foolish. Andy Cole and them, they would be foolish to let Nene come back. Now, Kim, yeah, she did kind of go off in not such a, she didn't go off in the best way. But it was like how Kim left, she could come back from that. We just took a break from her for a while. She went and had Don't Be Tardy, blah, blah, blah. But she was still working for Bravo. She was still working for the network. But to me, what Nene did is like, there's no coming back from that one. There's no coming back. But let me know what you guys think about that trailer. I'm looking forward to it. It comes on May 7th. So right after Escape, SWV and Escape wrap up, we going into the Housewives. We going into it. I'm ready for it. It's going to be a very good season. Let me know what you guys think about it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. It's your girl Telly. TelliVision87 is the channel. See you guys in the next video. Talk to y'all then. Peace.